Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank my chairman for yielding. I'd like to thank and congratulate him and Mr. McKeon, Mr. Sensenbrenner, and others for their hard work on this, Mr. Hoyer in particular. You know, words have meaning. And when the original Americans with Disabilities Act was enacted, the word disability had a common sense meaning. It meant if someone had a substantial impairment mentally or physically that would interfere with their ability to do something important, that was a disability. I think 100 Americans, if you stopped them on the street and asked them if they agreed with that, would say yes. Unfortunately, not enough of those Americans served on the United States Supreme Court. And we wound up with a tortured rendition of the definition of disability, where people that we clearly would think are disabled were excluded from the protections of this law. The authors of this bill worked long and hard to clear up that confusion and strike the right balance between the opportunities of Americans with disability and a fair set of ground rules for employers and other institutions in our society. I believe this legislation clearly strikes the right balance. It does something else very important too. It liberates the talents of people who've been heretofore kept out of the workplace and out of other institutions. The person in a wheelchair who might be the best computer programmer, the blind person who might be the best financial analyst, the person with tuberculosis who might be the best financial planner or healthcare technician. The talents of these individuals have too often been kept out of the fray. This bill will put them back in the fray, put them back on the playing field, and help not only Americans with a disability, but all of us who will benefit from the liberation of their talents. I congratulate the authors and urge a yes vote on this necessary and important piece of legislation. I yield back the balance of my time.